and welcome back to the Tabletop. My name is Daniel, and today we have Nick, and we have Maggie, and we have an Xavier, and we have
FBI.
not a Garrett, and definitely not fucking internet. But
yeah, there's been problems with people's connections. Still is problems with Garion's connection. He will arrive eventually.
hopefully,
Pixels.
hopefully soon, the internet gods will come and bless us.
They will
But
say, "Hello, you have been good boys, and now you shall get internet."
that's exactly what I was thinking, Xavier.
Yes.
Fist bump, fist bump, fist bump.
Fist bomb.
When last we left off, our intrepid heroes here were investigating a tree.
Stinking tree.
I don't remember exactly what you did with the tree other than figuring out that Lyra could open the door.
Talking to someone who was also there.
Wait, what?
We were also talking to someone who was there.
Oh, yes. Walda was there, and she was talking to the tree.
Yeah.
Oh.
Quiet talk. Quiet talk. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then you're gonna come and yes, I'm doing paperwork. That's right.
Yes.
I'm up in my office.
I mean, you could join at any point if you want. Like, you're in the headmaster's office. You got the look over the yard. You just kind of look out your window and realize that Lyra is now talking to Walda and a guy. That was the wrong order. Walda is now talking to Lyra and a guy with no supervision.
Oh dear God! I slam everything down and just zip out. And go, hi, hey, oh, hey, how we doing? What we doing? What's going on?
Hey, Lucky!
Usual.
I also just look at a guy and I go, fuck you. You gotta tell me what's going on.
Well, at Walda here, and then she was talking to this tree, and we were trying to figure out the portal system of the trees. How are you?
I was talking about the whale.
Oh, the whale. Right.
Yeah, I went to the guild hall to prepare a nice little thing for a guy because the guy did something good for fucking once, and then the rest of the guild comes back with nothing but a letter from you guys.
You're right.
Saying something like, I go being expected to be there, and no, I get to be in this big empty feast hall. Big empty feast hall with me and this king. And it comes
there?
to where I had to.
You wrote a lot for me there, but luckily I remember most of this.
Yeah, you were breaking up a lot.
So you see, some complications.
Yeah.
Some complications happen.
Daniel, we can't hear you.
Some complications.
Daniel, you're roboting.
I heard that last part.
We
He's gone. Give
we
him a second to come
went,
back. Hello.
Lucky?
Hi.
There you go.
Yeah, no, sorry. I don't know why it started breaking up all of a sudden.
It's okay. So wait, did you say you had a feast with the king?
Yeah. I had wait, you didn't know? I turned to a guy. You didn't tell them? Lucky just you just see flames just start to appear on Lucky.
Was it a night? Could we have come? Were we invited?
Everyone was invited.
Oh.
Only I showed up.
A guy?
Everyone was in fact invited.
Why didn't you tell us?
I am Rook. Rook knew. We all knew this already.
I don't.
Rook. I think Rook knows too.
Feeling a little gaslighted here.
Yeah, I will say no. You guys.
No,
did
we
not.
didn't. You had that
No.
information.
And you didn't ever use the word king or feast, not once.
No. It was
And Lucky didn't even find out until he went to the castle, so you guys definitely didn't know before you left.
Yeah.
Yes, we did because
You knew that you needed to pick up the reward, but you did not know that there was going to be a feast.
Oh. Well, yeah. Yeah, so there was complications. And you see, the information he was giving me was all like, roboty, and I couldn't
You
remember.
just see Lucky just start headbanging the nearest tree.
Did you just imply that his magic message Discord roboted?
Yes, my God.
I am just violently headbanging this tree.
A nice feasting at least. Like, did you have fun?
He spoke of nothing of how great we were, nothing of how amazing everyone was,
Nice.
and how he'd never seen anything like it. Also, we got a sponsorship to our school, so that was good. So it was productive, but still, it was. He was saying of how good we were, and yet here only I was at this very full table with no people at it.
Would it make you feel better if I told you that I would have gone had I known?
Lyra, I fully believe you would have gone if you hadn't.
Yeah.
But
Well, we went to a whale.
you went to a whale.
In a whale. We were inside the whale.
Did you guys actually
yeah.
go on the inside? No, you went on.
Was it not?
You were only on the outside.
Oh, never mind. We did not go inside. But nonetheless, we went on. It's a very big whale. You have to
It is a
imagine
very big whale.
Oh, you
Jack's
know the
a nice
whale.
guy. He's a nice guy. Do you understand? You all could have just got at any point. He could have just flown away.
It is actually at
don't.
about this point that you
That
hear an
reminds me.
enormous splash, and in the distance you see him doing exactly that.
Well, there goes that one guy from.
Message saying goodbye. Have a nice flight.
Well, speaking of what's happening right now, I should probably tell you that number one of the members of the guild is probably on him right now, and number two, so is Cornelia.
What? Abel just kind of perks up and just like appears, and he's like, "Huh?"
Wait, what member of the guild? Oh,
The
yes!
one that
I do remember. Fuck, I forgot.
I'm the
about
only
that.
one who. Why am I the only one that keeps tracks of the people that we send to genial chat?
Oh, because I don't know. Normally, I rewatch the episodes to remind myself of all the little details because I don't take good notes during the session, which I really should.
That's valid.
But
Lucky's
Yeah.
on fire right now.
Lucky, are you okay?
Who? And why?
I don't remember their name. I'm gonna be honest. We went to the guild, and some guy came up and talked to us. I was introduced to a lot of people.
Tall guy, muscular, scar over one eye.
Yeah, that guy. So we told him about Genial Jack, and he just was like, "Cool, gotta go see that."
Sounds like a of our thing.
Basically, we told
Water
him that
magic?
It definitely was Talifar, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean for that to happen, but we just were telling him about the whale, and he was like, "Well, I gotta see that," and then he just left. So I think he probably is on Genial Jack right now, just based on that reaction.
Abel just kind of also walks up and goes, "Why is Cornelia still on there?"
So you see, so we kind of forgot about her. You know how we do it with
Thank
Lucky
you,
just
a guy.
like
Thank you, a
pillar.
guy.
There's
Thank
a
you, a
pillar
guy.
of fire above Lucky right now.
Thank you guys so much for that input. We called her when we got back onto Earth, and we were like, "Oh no, Cornelia!" We called her, but she said she wanted to stay on Genial Deck, and she had unfinished business. So like we checked in on her. We made sure that like she knew that like the whale does move.
Abel immediately relaxes. Like as soon as he hears that Cornelia wanted to be there, he's like, "Oh, okay," and just kind of sulks back. Lucky is still in Fuego. Like, he is like, "I leave you alone." For like 3 days.
We also met someone named Hephaestus.
Jesus!
I mean,
I'm going to blame it on the communists.
I don't even know what that is.
So we met this guy named Hephaestus. He seemed like a bit of a troublemaker. I'll be honest. But like he was nice to us. He like robbed a whole bunch of places while we were there. But like he was nice to us at least. Rook got a new outfit. So that's exciting.
Go, Rook. Go, Rook. Go.
Yeah, let's. I'm gonna point out some of the nicer moments. Let me just get back to some of the nicer moments. I made a friend. Her name's Siren. We played music together. You remember Siren?
Mermaid Seal, yeah. That's good.
She thinks that Moira might have a crush on you. But, anyway.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Anyway.
She knows I'm gay, right?
We know that. I don't know if Moira knows that based on...
Oh,
but,
she definitely also knows that. She just wishes that was not the case.
That's valid.
Oh, okay.
So like that happened. That was nice. We visited the Duke's house while we were on Genial Jack. For no bad
You didn't
reason.
tell where you're from, right?
No, he didn't even see us. We just Hephaestus wanted information, so we were helping Hephaestus out and getting him the information of where the Duke lived.
You were helping him?
You got to visit the coral castles. They're quite beautiful. It's carved out of multicolored coral, polished, smooth, and shaped into towers and spires. It's quite a nice place to visit.
So, we're not helping him. He wanted us to like actually stay and help and like be part of his crew, and I didn't think his plan to overtake the government.
He has a crew?
He's a pirate. Was he not a pirate when he last saw him?
No!
He's a pirate.
No!
So he's a pirate. He likes stealing things, it seems like, but he saes that he's like a Robin Hood kind of thing.
Helping a pirate?
I didn't want to help a pirate, but like I was already there.
What? You were already... That's not like a fucking... A guy! Dude!
Oh.
So anyway...
to be fair, during most of this, a guy was fairly passive because Xavier was mostly playing Hephaestus.
Listen, we didn't help him. For the record, we didn't help him steal things. We just gave him the Duke's house so that he can. We just gave him the Duke's house so that he can potentially overtake the government.
I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Oh, can you repeat it? I can say it again.
I am now just flame. I have burned away all the wood around me. I am now just fire.
How was your day, though, Lucky? How are the papers coming?
Papers going great. Actually, Nick, how are the papers coming? Do I have like a meter of progress on that?
I know the paperwork is nebulously finished enough that it can be whatever you or what you go to do anytime that you can't be here.
Oh wait, Lucky, I forgot something really important. Do you want to hear something else?
Do I, Lyra?
I don't know. You seem a bit mad. You kind of on fire.
I like pull up a wooden chair and table, and I'm just sitting on it as the wood is igniting. Really?
I see. This is making me not want to tell you, Lucky.
Oh no! Please, by all means.
Okay, so there's a couple more things. So number one, a guy reattempted to get time.
Okay.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
But you want to see my... Okay, this is my favorite thing. You ready? This is my favorite thing that you missed. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
And I just hold up Bubbles the cat. Right? You know, Nick, Nick, are you Bubbles the cat?
Yeah, yes. I mean, you can do it if you would like, or I can. It's your choice.
I hold Bubbles the cat, and she just goes, pet? Pets? Food? Food? She talks now!
Lucky just lays on the floor, like just on his back, just hand starfish, just laying there.
Lyra just sits down next to him, like, do you want to talk about it? Do you want to just talk about it?
Sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I kind of sit back up and I look at a guy and I go, is there anything else?
Oh yeah, I tried training in time again.
Lyra already said that. It didn't work.
Oh,
I was
yeah, it didn't work.
told me.
And now I'm trying to get smarter.
So we need to go and talk to him. Ugh.
Now I'm trying to get smarter.
That was actually, I do remember now, that was why they originally were looking for Walda. Was because everyone was going to take a nice little trip to go see Grandfather.
Yeah, I had a great idea. Lucky, I had such a good idea.
That's
So,
right. Yeah?
yeah. That we could all try to get time together.
And then they found
maybe
her
we'd make it...
talking to a tree, and they stopped to figure out what was going on with that.
We got distracted multiple times.
Oh.
I also... What?
As soon as you say this, I stop being in fire, and I'm just human Lucky now, and I just throw out my wings. I'm just kind of like looking at the tree, looking at you guys, and I'm like, sure. And I look back and say, so why are we talking to a tree to do this?
We got distracted several times.
Well,
Fair.
and Walda just says, I'm talking to the tree because I'm pretty sure if I sit here and do it long enough, it'll talk back. I mean, it works for Klaus and for you. Can't be that hard to learn.
The tree, and I just say, hey.
I mean, you could make the tree move or anything, but, like, the tree doesn't actually talk.
Wait, Lucky. Doesn't Lucky have Arc of Trees or something?
Yeah.
Can you make the tree talk?
No, that's the Rook's job.
Hold on. No. I'm gonna sit in the same way I send a message with Arc of Magic and send a message through Arc of Trees. I'm going to do that to this tree.
Okay. I'm surprised you never tried this before. But,
I just never had a reason to.
It makes me really happy how often I just say some random bullshit and then it becomes a thing. I love this. It's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you sit down and kind of or to send a message to the thing, roll some stuff, or if you found enough dice, you can roll it over there. I trust you not to cheat.
Oh well, hold on. Fuck! I actually put them all away because I was. Hold on, I got you. Dice rolls. Exclamation point, roll. Do you know what I'm supposed to be rolling, though? I think it's like 10 d6.
Arc of Trees is... I don't know.
10 keep... 7 keep 10?
I'll pull
7 keep 10
pull up your
with...
thing so you don't have to switch between 3 things, at least. Lucky character sheet. Yeah,
Shit.
10 keep something.
4 explodes.
10 keep 5, because you're not using malicious intent, I assume, on the tree.
It's okay. I still got 4 explodes, so we're good.
And then it's +8. Don't forget that you have that on your trees. I feel like you do forget that all the time.
I don't need it a lot, so I never add it in.
Mm-mm.
Like, honestly, my trees rolls would always look a lot better if I added in that +8, but a lot of the times I just don't need it.
Well, I mean, it's just a trading that you have all the time. It's not limited or anything.
Yeah, I know.
So, oh, what have you got?
Fuck. I'll add it in. Hold on, I'm having to do math.
Math.
9, 32, 35, 37, 39, 41, +8, 49. 49.
49. All right. And with a 49, you kind of sit there, and it takes a moment. What do you attempt to say to the tree?
I literally just ask it if it minds talking with Walda.
And what you get back is more of like a slow, meandering thought process than a real sentence. But you can detect the tree kind of going through the thing of talking. Don't normally talk to anyone except other trees and Klaus.
I mean, figure it's worth a shot. She wants to talk to you. I will warn she's a bit interesting, but she's fun to talk to. There's all the time in the world, you could say, really.
Funny.
I feel her above my roots. I can't hear her, though.
That makes sense. Oh, while I have you here, before I let you go, can you tell me why there's a portal to the astral planes in you?
Oh, yes. Some nasty human came along and attached that to me.
Did he have a mark that, well, fuck, I have no way of really describing him, because I don't remember how he looks.
Mm-hmm. He was light-footed. Would barely have noticed he were there until he stuck this thing into me.
Fair.
About a third of the way up. Left side. You have no idea which orientation this tree means when it thinks like left side.
Third of the way up, left side. Can I use Arc of Magic to figure out?
Yeah. You kind of sweep over this, and it's barely a pinprick. Not really visible, and you never really looked at this with Arc of Magic before. But there does seem to be something just stuck into the bark of the tree.
Do you want me to get that out for you? As long as you promise to talk to Walda once I make it to where you can hear her? If I can?
Suppose. I don't mind talking. The hearing is the hard part.
That's fair. Alright, well, I'll make sure to talk to you soon. And I'll try and get this thing out for you.
Lucky you. Nobody else hears any of this. You just watch Lucky meditate in front of a tree for a minute or two.
Yeah.
And then Lucky, what do you do?
I was just happy to see you calming down.
I kind of look back to Walda and says, it's not a problem that she just doesn't want to talk to you. It's more so the fact that she can't hear you or understand you currently.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta learn how to speak trees, my bro.
I'm trying. It's complicated, though.
I
Klaus makes
know.
it
I
look
can help
so
you out
easy,
sometimes.
but he doesn't want to teach me. Says I've already got too much power already, or something like that.
Yeah, that's what he told me. I didn't listen. Anyway,
And she is out here literally talking to trees, attempting to learn Arc of Trees. That's what she's doing right
That's so funny.
can I... Is there any way I can help her?
I mean, if you didn't mind actually teaching her some of the proper magic involved, then I mean you could.
I reach out to Klaus before
Just like
I even
any of the
start.
other arcs, it starts with learning a related magic, something like in this case, like plant magic or flesh shaping or something like that. You know.
Do I really want to give Walda that?
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I mean,
But-
You do.
the reason that just so you remember that Klaus has not taught her the best, he has told you that she's asked him multiple times, and he won't teach her because he knows that of all of the cosmics, Mother Earth basically gives the power to anyone who shows up and asks for it.
Yeah.
You didn't even talk to her. She just, like, skipped the trial, basically.
Yeah, she was the only one that I didn't do it for, yeah. It's kind of funny, because my first arc was definitely the most laid-back one, and, yeah.
That was honestly just random. Like, I literally rolled a random dice, basically, after I designed the arcs to see which one I was going to put which places. And you just happened to run into Klaus first.
Yeah. Fair.
It worked.
Yeah, it did.
Um,
But no, so I kind of just go, and with Arc of Magic, and I went
What?
actually,
Oh,
yeah,
you're breaking up again. Damn it.
Breaking up bad.
explain to a guy what's going on. I'm gonna rip. Can you hear me better like this?
Oh.
That was weird.
Yeah, I mean, you're not breaking up now, but it does sound weird.
Sounds weird.
No,
Can you define weird?
now it's back to not weird.
You're good. You're good now.
It sounded like the mouth, or your mouth was around the mic there for a second, is what it sounded.
It did.
No.
I feel like we're also
Oh.
getting you a little bit on a delay here. But
Fair. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, our internet is still definitely out, but
so repeat that whole last part.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I basically was trying to tell a guy what, like, the magical pinpoint.
Okay.
And then I was going to try and, with his help, take it out.
When you look at the physical location where you sense this, I mean, it's quite literally just a nail stuck in this tree.
Oh my gosh. I grab it.
Just yank.
And I put it in my pocket.
When you pull it out, the rough little outline of the tree on the front of it disappears.
So
Okay.
we just have a door portal now.
That's
Right?
what I'm thinking, and I'm hoping. I'm going
So-
to go to a door in the castle and shove the nail in and try to open up the door.
When you shove the nail into the door, you just get a guy to give it a couple taps with his hammer, and you open the door up. As long as this door has a lock on it, it seems to be locked.
Hold, what?
In fact, even if the door doesn't have a lock on it, it seems to be locked.
You're gonna have to repeat that entire thing for me. I think it just disconnected, then reconnected.
I said you kind of jam the nail into the door a little bit and get a guy to give it a couple taps with his hammer back at the castle. And when you go to open it, the door seems to be locked, even if it doesn't have a lock on the door.
Can I try doing the door tracing thing?
Yes, you can. And as you do, the door pops open. And inside you see the astral realm once more. Blackness with a large floating island in the distance and a smaller one kind of off to the side.
Okay, I'm gonna reclose that door and take the nail out and just have it with me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna say, who wants to go sing Kumbaya at the time?
I'll come, I guess.
But I had okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Wait, no. Lyra, if you had something planned, go for it.
No, I was just gonna say, like, okay, so if they're just nails then, and they've been appearing in trees all over. Is that what I was hearing? That they're just different trees that have these in them?
So far, there's been 2 that these guys have discovered.
Do we know who's doing it?
I'm
suspicions.
Pretty sure it's we thought for a long time, and still do until proven otherwise, that it was the guildmaster of Gorgon's Tongue.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that's been the prime candidate. I mean, you never asked him about it. You never actually got confirmation. But
no.
So actually, after having fought all of them in the whatchamacallit, the tournament, or a lot of them in the tournament, you would be probably, Lyra, you would be apt to realize that these were probably created, maybe not placed, by the lady that you and Rook ended up letting go. She was their enchanter.
Makes sense.
Fair.
And she agreed to go peacefully, removed her own guild mark, and left the continent, basically. Or left the country, rather, not the continent.
I was like, damn.
Commitment.
I mean, she may have
She
left
said,
the
I
continent.
go now.
I say, you guys don't know where it's at. But, I mean, basically the options were taken and be thrown in maximum security prison, or renounce the guild and promise to not, ever help them out again. And she chose the second option, you know?
Good choice.
Quite wise.
So we're singing Kumbaya? Is that
Yeah. I think it's, that's your plan, right? I figured you had a plan for this.
The general plan, as I remember, was to, if you guys all go together, the long wait will be more bearable because you'll at least have people to talk to.
And we know we can go together because me and Rook did it for Darkness.
Yeah.
Definitely knew that and wasn't just hoping for the best.
Fair.
So how do we actually do this? Because I've never done this before.
Oh yeah, I guess that would be a thing to tell you. So
you're looking to talk to Big Grandpa in the sky, then, huh? I guess that's why you've come to find me.
I mean, I also just wanted to meet you.
Oh, it is very nice to meet you.
I saw a lot of people who looked like you throughout the school.
No, they're also me. Different me's from different worlds. Infinite possibilities.
Oh, kind of like a guy's clone thingies?
Oh, kind of. Except for mine have decided to stay here. Some of their worlds, some of their alternate realities are not so nice, like this one is.
Safety for wellness.
As messy as problems get around here sometimes, what with the dragons and all those things like that, you wouldn't believe how much worse it gets out there.
Like what?
Sit down and I'll tell you some stories.
At 15 insanity.
Oh. This is part of the necessary learning of time, and she will teach you basically the same way that she originally learned this. Like I said, always with the arcs, you learn basically some sort of related or derived magic, and then you have to undertake the trial to take the next step, basically.
Gotcha.
And she will teach you how to accelerate the growth of things, as kind of the first starting trick, which lucky, this is both incredibly easy to do for you and very difficult to do in the way she wants you to do it.
Oh yeah, because I can physically age it.
Yep.
Oh.
You can alter the plant structure easily to grow much faster and things like that. What she wants you to do is to physically age it, or rather to accelerate its processes. You know?
Yeah. Make the time move around it, not make the plant itself grow.
Yes. So this is both easy for you to do and very tricky to kind of break your habit of how you would normally do this.
Fair.
Excuse me, I apologize. Do you guys have experience points right now?
I do.
I have looked, and apparently you currently have one.
I thought I had. I thought I had one more. Hello.
Hello. Did your internet finally come alive?
Yep.
Oh, that probably means
please,
yours is
that gives
back
me
up too,
hope.
Daniel.
It's not, but it gives me hope.
Soon. Welcome. We actually have not
Singing
been.
Kumbaya to go see time.
You actually have not missed all that much here. They went to Walda when found and found her talking to the tree last time, and that's basically where we picked up. And then did
I
some
feel
more.
lucky in.
Yeah.
On a lot of things.
Filled Lucky in on a lot of things. He got very angry and then eventually calmed down again.
Abel also got angry and then calmed down.
Yes. If you had actually had your thing up, I probably would have made Abel roll a will save just to see if everybody took 1 point of damage, but it was too much effort for 1 point.
That's fair.
But yes, and then they figured out what was causing the door is quite literally just an enchanted nail that was jammed into the tree. And then they tested it out by taking it inside and just jamming it into a wooden door, and it did the same thing there. As I told Lyra right before you showed up, probably if you had to guess from the Dark Guild members you've met, made by the Enchantress, who I can't name, I do not have my notes open to find right now, but the one that you guys let go after she left the guild.
The online is flashing. I have hope.
Oh, and that's basically all we've done so far. And then they're starting their training with Walda to whatchamacallit, begin taking everybody on a group trip to try and to learn time.
Yeah, but you said I only had 1 experience point.
Well, for now, I am actually going to give everyone 4 points for completing Genial Jack Part 2 saga here.
Part taxes.
Is that all of us, or?
Yeah. As I said,
cool.
I like to keep everyone at the same level. Everyone should be at 116 total right now.
Oh,
spent
yeah, I
for,
added those last time. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it should be 116 total at the moment. Oh no, a guy just hasn't added his in a little while. You guys should be at 120 now, and a guy is just behind.
So I did have 4. I do have 4 more experience because I'm at 116.
Yes.
No, it stopped flashing.
You guys should
No,
be.
I hope.
You guys should be at 120 right now. And I'm just noticing that a guy has not updated his in a while. I now know why a guy was complaining about not having enough points. Or like how he felt like, or he was saying that he hadn't gotten any points in a while. It's because he didn't add them last time, Xavier.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
You currently have 8 points though, because you did not add them last time.
Yes.
Let's see how long it has been since Lyra's was updated. Okay, it has not been that long here, but I will go ahead and bump that up for you as well. You've currently got 7 points to spend. To learn a new type of magic costs 3 points. So you've got the points here to learn it if you pass the challenge, so to speak.
Okay.
And then some points after that as well. I still love your limiting drawback there, magically musical. Like, you physically can't play music without it doing some kind of magical something.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. That's so fun.
I love that. That is a really, really cool drawback. What does Lyra do as her magical effect when she doesn't want to like actually mind control people or anything? Do you just have like a magical laser light show that happens whenever you play music?
Oh, wow, we went to 2 different things. I was like, oh yeah, she just puts like, makes it to where people are just a little happier. And you're like, magical light show.
Yeah. Oh shit, my thing just crashed. I'm the only one on Tabletop Simulator right now, so I can just open it back up easily, but it just crashed on me.
Nice.
Garion, if you want to hop into the
I'm already. Oh, you disconnected me.
Oh yeah, it just disconnected me like 20 seconds ago. I didn't see that
gotcha.
you joined though. But yeah. So yeah, I mean that's basically all you missed, is that they figured out this door was, or like this nail could basically make a door to the astral plane just when stuck into something. And then they started doing some training with Walda. She's teaching them how to accelerate the growth of a plant as kind of her first basic training exercise, which for Lucky and for Rook, if you're joining in on this as well, is very difficult to get right, because you already have other magics that would let you do that. It's kind of hard to break your instinct on how to like do it the way that she's trying to describe it, you know.
Right.
Both of you could just, physically change the thing to be bigger and more well-grown or whatever. She's trying to explain how to do it in a completely different way by accelerating the time flow around said object, moving it forward in time.
A guy just passed us out.
If a guy will have to basically sit out of these exercises because he has already reached the point of doing the trial. If he attempts to perform this magic, he passes out. So you're going to want to wait until everyone else is ready so that you can all go at the same time.
Oh, am I learning the arc of time?
Yeah, that's the goal. Is everyone's going to go and learn it together?
Oh.
Yeah, remember talking last week about like what if we all like counted together and like would that make the time pass?
I don't know how many of you thought about it.
They took me very seriously.
I gave you a week to think about the question though. Like you all know, the question that he's going to ask is, why do you deserve this power? What are you going to use it for? I don't know if anyone actually thought about it though.
I mean,
certainly did not, but
I have my answer that I've given.
I've definitely thought about it. I don't know if I've come up with an answer I like yet, but I've definitely thought about it.
If you all would like to go on this this group spirit trip here, anyone that likes to can roll me. I guess since we're doing it as a group this time, pick one person and have them roll 2d6.
Alright.
Then, wait, who has the biggest roll?
I mean, it's
For
what?
literally you're just rolling for some time here right now. I just need 2d6, and in fact, Gary, will you roll them for me since you're actually on the table?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it.
And then I'm going to need mind saves from everyone.
Okay. So a 3 and a 2.
All right, 5 for our time. So in the real world here, as you guys gather in a circle and prepare to go on this this trip together, you all pass out and are going to be unconscious for the next 5 days.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
As your mind goes on this this many years journey, at least that's the way it feels.
I can't edit a guy.
And you said you need mind saves.
Why not? Yeah, I need mind saves from everyone. Why can't you edit it? Are you not signed in?
Let me get Daniel's character sheet up. And Lyra's.
Okay. It keeps like blinking and like looking like it's about to go online, and then it doesn't.
I
This is
can't
just-
edit. I can't edit a guy.
I mean, we can worry about that a little bit later.
Well, I want to upgrade my mind save. And
Okay, so starting from Lyra, it is.
And what do you wanna bump it up to? I'll increase it. For you.
It's a 10 from Lyra. You want me to roll for you, Daniel?
Go for it.
Okay, so
If you want to have
10,
enough
5.
points to learn the arc, Xavier, you can only bump this up by. You can only bump it up by 1.
all right.
3. Alright, that'll cost you 3 points, and
Oof,
that'll leave you
okay.
with 5 right now.
Very
You
lucky
save
to do this to
3
me.
for the arc.
okay, 20 from Daniel.
Oh, okay.
And my rules are kind of scaring me a little bit today. And
What you're saying is I should not have let you roll for me. I'm
No.
no, I'm not.
Okay, that's
I have
fine.
no clue what's going on anymore.
And
Add your
a-
willpower.
okay,
to each
so
of these as we go.
Oh, then I'm feeling better then if we get to add my willpower.
what were the other two numbers?
I think
just
that one
pulled
was a
them.
4. I think that both of them were 4. Other
Okay,
ones
cool.
were 4s.
So that means Lyra's is 30 and Lucky's is 40
Okay.
and mine is shit, don't make me do math right now. I don't want to math right now. Mine's a 44.
44. What was the guys? Did you roll a guys?
Oh, guys? No. Hang on.
It is a 6 keep 3 plus 4. Or 7 keep 3. No, 6 keep 3 plus 4.
Thank you. Seven keep 3 or 6 keep 3?
6 keep 3 plus 4.
Okay.
No, actually, I think he did add exploding to that.
Blessed days!
Let me check.
I'll be on the tabletop 1 second. Let me.
Yes, he did add exploding to that one.
Oh, bless. I am back. Okay, I can actually do my own dice rolls now.
Hello.
Come back
He did
in.
add exploding? Okay.
Yeah, he did add it to
I'm popping into the thing.
Oh, I just realized I had exploding on my other roll. Whatever. Okay, it's fine.
You're good anyway. Don't worry.
His is... You said 6 keep 4?
Yeah. No,
Okay,
yeah,
his is
6
a
keep 3
18.
plus 4. He has a training for it.
So 19 plus...
23.
What's his willpower? 23?
The willpower is 13, so...
13. So he's 32.
32. Okay. A guy is gonna be the only one taking some insanity points. Which I will roll
Oh,
for
really?
you. A guy had 6 to your insanity.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
A guy,
Same.
as you guys are going on this trip, it feels like a very long time. But if you guys are committing to the idea of keeping track together, you eventually have to just kind of start ignoring a guy as he just starts saying the same number multiple times in a row.
17, 17, 17.
And all of you probably with this mind roll, you realize what's happening here is he's not exactly going crazy in the traditional sense. His perspective of time is being warped here. You guys are keeping an accurate count of the seconds. And he's skipping numbers and repeating numbers and all kinds of different things. As you go by, you realize here that it feels a lot longer, but sharing the mental burden of keeping track of time here, you realize that by the time you reach the end of this, it's only actually been 5 days in real time, but it feels much, much longer.
I
Hey,
see.
guys, I'm older than you, technically.
Well, that's what I'm telling you is the time that you spent here doesn't actually, like, it's not real time. You're not actually spending 10,000 years floating through the void. It just seems like it if you fail that roll.
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
17, 17, 17.
So it's just not letting me connect to the Steam servers?
I mean...
Oh, hey, it did it. There we go.
You might have to restart.
Yeah.
I just literally kept clicking retry connection, and eventually it worked.
It gave up.
Yeah.
When you arrive, having passed the save, it's a much more gradual approach, unlike the appearing in a flash you've seen before. You can actually see Father Time and his small little pocket of this space that seems to just kind of be arranged as just a comfortable, like, old-fashioned, like, Victorian sitting room. Like, very, very fancy, but with, like, plush furniture and everything like that. As you approach, and when you enter the space, the tangible barrier around this area, he says, he looks to you and he says, All of you have trained your mind well, except the one that I told to.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's like that.
You gotta love him,
I did. I increased it by 1. I read.
I did.
Hey, that's not bad.
He is a little bit better than he was last time, but you still did not hit the needed number. I am sorry.
You said we're at 120 XP, right?
Yeah, that should be your total, right?
Well, I have 5 now. Oh
Okay.
yeah.
And as long as you keep 3, you may be able to learn the arc at the end of this.
Oh, I'm not going for it this time. I have a completely different agenda for being here.
I mean, that is fair, but he will nonetheless look over you and say, by this point, I'm sure that you all know the question. Why do you feel that you deserve this ability and the great burdens that come with it?
Who wants to go first? Out of character. I already know what I'm going to say, but I feel like I'm going to start a conversation that's going to be really long.
He looks to you, Lucky, and he says, I have heard of you from the rest of my family. We will leave you for last.
Okay, fair enough. Does he have any cookies or I'm sure it's some just black coffee.
He has
sitting in the middle of the table and that's it. It's cold. It's half an hour cold.
He has tea and coffee. And it is both are warm, but definitely feel like they've been sitting around for a little while. He doesn't have any snacks like Grandma Raven does, but he does have tea and coffee. They are in incredibly large cups. They're about, like I said, about 1.5 times what anything should be.
I feel like Lucky would know proper tea etiquette, but I have to ask, is there any proper tea etiquette in Pergrand or Fiore?
I mean, neither Pergrand or Fiore are super, strict and uptight about it. The only place that really is in the super high echelons of pompousness. Some of the nobles in Stella might make a big deal out of it, or some of the the more uptight nobles in Pergrand might use a perceived rudeness as a way to fuck over somebody they were already planning to or whatever.
Yeah.
But
okay.
no, we don't have anything that's like the old Victorian rules of tea etiquette or the Japanese tea ceremonies in this world necessarily.
Yeah, no, he'll just grab some tea.
It seems to be a teapot and a coffee pot sitting and there are several just empty cups and they're just there.
Okay.
And like I said, each one is about the size of a small bowl. I said about take an average teacup and just scale it up by an extra 50%. And that just seems to be everything here: the furniture, the cups, the pots, the tables, everything. And Father Time himself also seems to be, about that. He's not enormously towering, but he's probably about 9-10 feet tall without really seeming he's not bulky or anything like that. He just looks like a person, but bigger.
So what I'm hearing is everything about this place is average.
Everything about this place, like I said, is about, size-wise, is just, like I said, 1.5 times bigger.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing that you have run into with all of the other cosmetics.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just describing it in depth for Lyra, mostly, because this is your first time seeing something like this. Father Time himself is dressed in kind of very old-fashioned attire. Robes with some sort of like undershirt garment underneath them. And he has hair and a beard that are both snow white and quite literally longer than his body.
Sad noises.
Sad noises.
They're extremely well groomed and well taken care of, flowing almost as if there is no gravity that applies to his beard or his hair. But they are just incredibly, incredibly long.
Would you like to go first in answering his question?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna say the same thing I said last time.
I think he already got told no because he failed the mind save, right?
He's already he's still asking him the question, but Xavier has already been, or a guy has already been turned away twice. I would suggest not answering the question the exact same way, but
No, all he said was you need to save on your mind. That's
remind me what the answer to this question was.
it was because I want to follow in the footsteps of Walda, but not the insane part.
But do you know?
I mean, what are the footsteps of Walda? Like,
Learning, learning time, and then learning Arc of Heavenly Bodies.
I mean, that answers the what would you do with this power part, the making copies of yourself, but what about the why? Why do you feel like you deserve this? Like, what do you have to prove that you're not just going to be, another crazy Waldo?
Because, because I will not become a crazy Walda, because I am not here because I will not become crazy Walda because I am not here for power. I am here for science.
Oh, I just got disconnected from the thing again. Now my internet.
Yeah, it disconnected Daniel and I.
I think it disconnected you guys because it disconnected me. Like,
Yeah, probably.
It's my internet's having problems now, but it's back up again.
Speaking of which, completely off topic, Gary, and you now have an Ice Dragon Forge. You're welcome.
Oh, I was just gonna build that myself. Shit. What?
I was bored and
Daniel stole a bunch of parts for it from a fucking dungeon that we did the other day.
Oh, how big is my dragon now, by the way?
almost stage 3, like right before it hits stage 3.
Cool. I haven't hopped on in a hot minute, so.
I mean, I think it only grows if the chunk that it's in is loaded, so it's.
Yeah.
I do use your enchanting table all the time, so.
Oh, okay.
I also have full dragon steel armor now.
Nice.
And a dragon steel halberd / great sword. It's quite fun.
Minecraft talk later.
Sorry.
Yeah, Daniel, you're not supposed to talk about other video games.
I know.
Come on.
Haven't
it is
been here
back
so
up
long.
now, but
Woo!
fuck, I totally lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
You weren't. Xavier was.
Xavier, what were you saying?
I was saying, like, I'm not going to become a crazy Waldo
Oh,
because I'm not...
yes, sorry. And he kind of nods to you and says, well, you have improved from last time. And then he turns to the next person down the line. It's not giving you the answer yet.
Who's he looking at?
I guess whoever's standing next to a guy. Brooke, I guess. Fuck it.
Oh, shit. Well, you know I'm a curious person. There are some hypotheticals I would like to test out. Nothing dangerous, of course. I'm not looking to go crazy.
Cough, cough, basically what I'm saying.
Not
Cough, cough.
perhaps looking to go back in time and correct some things from your past?
Not as direct as that, but just some answers I need.
And he nods to you as well and turns to Lyra. And he says, I have seen that this idea of coming together was yours. You've already impressed me.
Oh, thanks.
And why do you seek this power?
Honestly, I don't know that I do. I don't know that I deserve such an amazing power, but I'm aware of the gravity it holds. There are things in my own past that I wish hadn't happened and I wish I could correct, but I don't know. I feel like learning about time and how it moves and how the magic works would be something that I could really grow from, and I'm really interested in, but I don't know that anyone really deserves such a great power.
And he smiles, kind of widely, and says, and actually, like, looks happy for the first time in all of the times that a guy has been here, and in the time that you guys have been here, and he just like laughs a little bit. He says, "Oh, you don't know how long it took for somebody to finally get it." That is the truth. No one deserves this power. No one should have it. But people will, and people do.
That's
And
fair.
he kind of looks at you and his eyes soften a little bit. He looks a little bit sad again. And he says, you cannot save your sister.
I know.
That one, it would be too far back, too great of a change. It would shift the entire spectrum of the world right
I understand.
now. But you, if anyone, do deserve this.
Cut out there, and I feel like it was a really important sentence.
He said, you, if anyone does, do deserve this responsibility. Just
Thank you.
don't overstep what is possible.
A guy would start clapping.
Lucky also claps.
Yeah, so does Brooke. Nice.
Thanks.
Nice slow clap.
And he will say to Lyra, if you promise to keep these other fools in line and not let them get out of hand either, I give all three of you my blessing.
I promise I will do my best.
Lucky just kind of is like, well,
And he
Sure.
turns to you and just kind of crosses his arm. And he says, now, about this unification business.
yeah. So, well, yeah. I mean, honestly, that's kind of the goal. I'm also here mainly because Anti-Darkness asked me, because we gotta work on like, you know, more unique trials for each thing. Because just waiting for trees. Well, for us, we gotta talk about trees. There's a whole slew of things that I wish to talk to you about.
Oh, my
But
daughter
we can do that later.
My daughter
your daughter
is not amenable to my ideals.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, aside from me, she is the most powerful.
No.
And
Fair.
she has found a way to break my rules, which I do not appreciate. Not one bit.
Yeah. I mean, I can see how you don't appreciate that, but I mean, it's. I honestly have no room to talk about that. I'm just honestly was kind of curious, so thank you. I can't. The only two things that I really was sent here to do was, for one, I wanted to ask for
the two that
your
are
approval.
true constants here is time and life.
Yeah. So, I would like out of character. My thing said fix trials, ask for his approval to go further, and figure out when to get Arc of Time. And I've been kind of flipped, and I. So I guess now I'm kind of just gonna be like, hey, yeah, so unification. Do you care that I'm doing that? Like, I'm obviously not doing it to be destructive, to take over the world or anything.
Neither did
But-
Masuta. The last.
Yeah. See, this is things to talk about. Like, what happened there? How do I not fall into that?
He just kind of thinks for a second. Have you heard the phrase, absolute power corrupts absolutely? And I know, of course, that's not from your timeline.
No, I can't say I have heard of that, but I can understand where it comes from, yes.
Someone who can bend the universe to their will. A single individual. It's not the way things are meant to be. Such a person would need to be perfect in every way. The
I can tell you
slightest
that one.
mistake could end all of this reality. It
Yeah.
almost happened once before.
And hear me out here. What if I just gave you guys everything back once I did it? Besides trees, I'd like to keep trees. Trees is kind of it's a staple for me now.
Mm-mm. The magic is entwined in you and your memory. As long as you know us, potential is still there.
I'm not gonna lie, you cut out hella hard. I missed almost all of that.
He says it's not that simple as far as potential for the magic goes. You have it now. The blessings of my family cannot so easily be removed.
I mean, if I have, this is kind of the genie in the lamp situation, you know. You have that absolute power, but contained to that one like vessel, and it's up to like one person to say, "Hey, I let you go," you know. And so if I get to that point, what stops me from saying go and just putting it out, using the power to get rid of it?
You've met the other. Yes?
Need to be a bit more specific than that, sir.
The master of all, Masuta. You spoke to him. He told you to leave him be, and he deserved his punishment.
Oh, that's... Oh, hold on. I have to write something down. Can you spell Masuta for me?
M-A-S... M-A-S-U-T-A. Masuta.
Suta.
Yes, he was the one in the prison that when you were talking to all of them, he was like, hey, go away. Like, don't open the door. You have met him, and thus you know his inevitable fate. One such as him cannot be destroyed, only contained. To pursue this goal of unification means that if you were ever to pose a threat to the world, we would have to contain you forever as he is. And like him, you would eventually understand why it is necessary.
I just kind of like bite my finger and like get a little prick of blood, and I pull out a piece of paper and just start writing. When I'm done, I'm basically just giving him my written like acknowledgement of that.
Mm-mm.
And I just go, yeah, I get that. That's fair.
And as you hand this over, he kind of reads through it. He signs it as well. And there's a flash of agony throughout your body. As previously, where you had this type of contract performed on you by one of the Dragon Queens, and then one of the Cosmic Child, you are now feeling the full brunt of it. This is not an arm or a forearm or even their torso. Your entire body glows with runes that then fade and disappear, but are clearly visible to anybody in the vicinity with magical senses.
Nice.
Okay, the price of knowledge. Give me the updated definition of it.
I'll add it in here later.
Okay.
Basically, this binding allows him to drag you straight to the god prison if he deems it necessary.
Fair. I shouldn't, but I do trust him to be just.
How about this idea of other trials? The others could make their own trials if they simply tried hard enough. It's only a template.
Have you told them it's a template?
I thought it was obvious.
I don't think it is. I think it's kind of, they view this more as a, like, you told them, hey, this is how this trial is, and no one's really, besides Anti-Darkness by inverting the color scheme,
it was only supposed to alter, or it was only supposed to test the strength of the participant's mind. Anything other than that...
I mean, so, think of it this way. For time, this standard works perfectly, because when you have an Arc of Time, you have infinite time. And so, this challenge makes sense. For Arc of Darkness, however, Anti-Darkness has made it kind of in her own way to be the inverted scheme. Now, imagine, if in order to get Arc of Darkness, you then had to find a way to hide in nothing but blank white. Or then for Arc of Trees, I never learned how to do anything fully with Arc of Trees until much later on.
The minor time dilations that you experience on these trips, other than the one on mine, is simply an act of my power bleeding over as I was the one who created them. If they would take the initiative and create their own trials...
There we go. See, this makes sense. This is the information I needed. Okay? Do you have any way to, easily tell them this? Or, do you have, a way to, send out, a message?
Oh, we're going to have a family meeting. It's always chaos.
Yeah, fair. I can understand that. So, how, does it have to be a family meeting if we know it's going to be chaos?
To visit them one by one, unless they were willing and consenting, which, to be frank, most of them are not and do not want anything to do with me. I can force them to come here for a conclave, but to visit them on their home field, so to speak, cannot be done without consent.
I kind of just turn to Rook and I go, hey, do you want to... I mean, aether melding can send things through stuff, right? Right?
Yeah.
So what if I just
theoretically,
sent out...
Rook would need like an ultimate level aether melding to rip you guys all through to somewhere,
Well,
but it could be done.
What about something like just opening up a hole that I can send a message through?
That would be a lot easier than bringing multiple living entities through.
So I can just send a message out via Arc of Magic. And, well, actually, I'll just use the specific arcs. I won't reach out to trees, Actually, I will reach out to trees. Fuck it. But I just kind of, like, explain to everyone, I'm like, okay, so guys, like, here's my plan. We each use our specific thing, our specific arcs that we have, to reach out to everybody to kind of explain, like, hey, the reason why the trials are this way is just because he's the one who made them. You can make it your own and do whatever you want, but it's up to you. If you don't care, like, you know, you don't care. But yeah, I can cover 4 of them. I have trees, magic, souls, and darkness, but honestly, Gary and you should take souls.
And I will say, one of the more interesting ones is going to be when you reach out to trees, to the mother. So we're gonna leave that one once again for last on the list here.
Oh, okay. Alright, so, shit, who wants to start? I think a guy. Do you want to start with your dad?
Oh, let's go!
Let's go!
Are we still in Time's room right now?
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to do this from here, he will just kind of watch as you send out all these messages.
All right.
Yeah? Alright.
Let's go.
Give me some rolls.
Xavier. Oh, rolls.
All right.
We're rolling all this stuff. Okay, let's go.
Xavier. What's Xavier's?
Xavier's arc.
I can do magic because I think
7 keep 6.
yeah, 7 keep 6 for everything. Or yeah, having
You know, honestly, I think I may not make all you guys roll for this. Like, as long as you're willing to sit some time down here and figure out how to send a message with your particular arc, like it's not very hard, and all of you guys are gonna roll high enough to do it. Honestly.
fair. Okay. So yeah, cool.
So as a guy first sends out this message to his dad, what do you say?
I'm gonna say, hey yo, daddy-o, people want a family meeting.
No.
No,
No.
that's not what That's
No.
not what they said.
No.
He appears in the room. And he just kind of looks around and then gives just a nod to Father Time. And he says, will the others be joining us as well? And Father Time just kind of shrugs his shoulders and just kind of looks away, like, just as a reminder, he is basically the like by marriage addition to the family.
Yeah.
Like, he's not actually, like, all the rest of these people are related, and he's just like the replacement for one that died, basically.
I just kind of look at him and I'm like, I am so sorry. We were just going to tell you that, like, the trial, you could make it your own, and, like, you just have to put the initiative into it.
I mean, I kind of already have. Did a guy not tell you about my room of mirrors and stuff?
No, he doesn't tell me anything.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I explained this to him before we did it, and he just zoomed right over his head. I'm so sorry. But
well,
yeah,
we're here now.
Get
the
okay.
others in here, and we'll have a chat.
Oh no! Oh
Yes.
sure. I look at the Father Time, and I'm like, yeah.
And he just kind of looks at us. Maybe just we should talk first. Now, you say you've already been adding modifications. If you want to remove the time dilation effect, you're going to have to rebuild the whole thing from scratch. I can withdraw my power from it if you're willing to make the commitment to use your own for this. And he just kind of nods and says, yeah, I can do that. It's not like I've got anything going on the realms down there anyway. No body and such.
Sorry.
He just kind of gives you the finger guns motion as you laugh at it.
I just kind of finger gun back like, yeah.
I'm trying to play him like just a much more chilled down Abhishek. I don't know how well I'm doing, but
yeah, I got it.
But
I think I'm the only one who will get it, but
but yes, the whatchamacallit, he will basically agree, and you all feel just a rushing of power as Father Time withdraws the energy from the trial of heavenly bodies and leaves it up to Abhishek to rebuild it however he sees fit. So this is a question again for a guy, or for Xavier rather, because Abhishek was originally your character. What would his trial for heavenly bodies look like? What kind of thing do people need to pass to be able to learn it?
Alright, so his trial would be running, and then sliding under like a little like ledge, and then falling, and then making a hole to teleport them, making a portal to teleport them to a platform, and then they'd continue running, redirect some attacks, and then
it's basically just a giant obstacle course.
Hardcore parkour!
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Cool. Oh, who's making the next contact, so to speak?
I guess I can just interject mine in between. I'll throw one out to Anti-Darkness.
And what are you saying to her?
Before I start speaking, Anti-Darkness and Abada are married, right? Right, that's the marriage one?
Yes.
So I just kind of sit down and go, hey! So, I don't know if you remember, you told me to do this. I finally did it. Your husband's here. I'm terribly sorry about this, but family meeting, I guess. Hashtag blame a guy. So if you want to...
She also appears.
I bow.
So
we named this series hashtag blame a guy.
Hashtag blame a guy.
Hashtag blame a guy. I feel like that might be the title of today's episode.
Oh, yep.
Please.
Last time it was my fault we caused a giant entity meeting up. This time it's a guy.
And she appears and just kind of looks over at Abada/Abhishek and just, why?
Lucky's just like looking back and forth, and I'm like, I don't. Him? I point at a guy.
And she just
Hi.
looks at Father Time. She goes, "Hi, Grandpa." You actually see as she kind of flickers a little bit, and she doesn't exactly lose the blackness of her color that stands out against everything else in this area, but she goes just a little bit more gray. Just all of her clothes and the energy around her and everything.
I'm just kind of like, damn. You okay? You good?
I hate family meetings.
That's fair. Me too. Most of my family's dead, but we don't need to talk about that.
Oh, sucks.
Yeah.
The whatchamacallit, who is sending out the next message here?
I guess I will.
I can help it all since the one person I
Yeah,
is already here.
Yeah, the only arc that you got is already here. You're just here to help smooth things over. It's great.
I'm here for moral support.
Yeah, so I guess I'll message Grandma and be like, "Hey, Grandma, just here with."
Can I also message Grandma and be like, Grandma? Like, just back up, Garion.
Hey, Grandma, get up, fuck out of here, Lucky. I'm just, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm just here with, Father
you, Grandma.
Time, Darkness, and Abhishek. It's pretty cool. Hey, did you know
Greg,
that
put your pants
during...
on.
Shut up. Did you know that during your trial, you could actually make it to be whatever you want? Pretty cool, right? So yeah, if you want to come by and say hi, that'll be great. Alright, bye.
Love you.
And the response you get back is, oh, I'll be there in 30 minutes. The turkey's still in the oven.
Okay, great. See you then.
I love her. Best grandma. Alright.
Oh.
I wish
guy-
Toby was here so he could say hi to Auntie, but...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well.
Toby should be here. Rip.
He's just protecting our unconscious bodies right now.
Yep.
The Hollow Knight thing, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Toby's the Hollow Knight
Oh,
vessel.
yes. Rook made a vessel, and it's Toby.
Oh, I guess if Othos wants to come out... Does he want to come out? He doesn't have to if he doesn't want to.
Yeah, you think about this, and in your head, Othos just, I think I'm going to stay out of this one.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh man.
He is not the actual. He's not the.
Yeah, he's not the
Ark.
actual cosmic
He's
being,
Just,
but-
He's just a user of it.
I look to a guy and I go, okay, who wants to talk to the cosmic child?
You go.
Oh, thank God. And like he just kind of reaches out and goes, hey, long time. Don't worry about that binding. Definitely did not follow it. And I'm really sorry about that. Anyway, you can make your trial your own if you want. Also, ask for family meeting. So if you want to come to a family meeting, we're all here. Yeah. Have a nice night.
You just kind of get back a message. Is Grandma coming?
Grandma is coming 30 minutes away from Turkey.
Okay.
Alright, see you soon.
And he appears just 5 seconds or so later.
Lyra, don't question the fact that I've just inserted myself into this family.
You fully did. You fully did. You fully said, we're all here.
I love Grandma too much. She is my grandma.
I don't know.
She told
Hey,
both
she's
you
my
and Rick
grandma.
to call her grandma. So
Oh, that's sweet.
We're
Well, I
like
was just
the
kind of looking
weird-
around at all these people now and just like, I don't know what's happening.
We're like the weird
all of them
step-cousins.
are like completely like, except for Auntie Darkness, all of them are just completely like pale, like glowing with light, wearing all white clothes.
Except
and-
for Grandma Raven.
Oh
Raven's still
yes,
making a turkey.
Grandma Raven is mostly wearing white, but she does have her knitted scarf.
Isn't she still making a turkey?
Yeah.
She hasn't arrived yet. Yeah, but she adds a little bit of splash of color to it. Most of them are just dressed in just like white robes or other just like white various garments. Like Abada's is just like a white suit. Father Time's is like white robes. I said Anti-Darkness is kind of the rebel. She is dressed in kind of like some relatively like goth-like attire. Maybe just a little bit more revealing than it probably should be, but it is faded from its normal pitch black to a little bit of a gray. Just going around.
Are we ready to do the last one? We have one more person. Or actually, hold on, you were saying something, but I think you cut out, and I just didn't hear it, and I
No.
apologize.
No, you're fine. Go ahead. I was just going around the description of them. Like, they're all just incredibly just perfect people. Like, they're just like, you know, not a blemish, not like a flaw of any kind. All of them have got, you know, perfect teeth, perfect skin, and various different tones. Though all of them glow with like a bright white light.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess send one out to the mother.
Abada is Middle Eastern. I said Darkness is dark skinned, as cliche as it is. And most of the others are some variety of just like tan or whatever, you know.
Well, Abhishek was just straight up a kid that X went to school with, right?
Wait, what?
Oh, okay. Oh, Xavier had to be right back. But Abhishek was just straight off. He was a kid he went to school with.
Who went to school?
Abhishek Airy, Xavier. It was just a kid from his class.
Yeah, and I mean that's where he got the name from. But yeah, he was Middle Eastern.
Oh, he actually knew a kid named Abhishek?
Yeah,
That's such a
Abhishek
cool
Airy.
name.
Yeah, that's why he used it. He was like,
Fair.
"This name is dope as fuck. I'm using it for this."
I would.
Yep, and I said he was Middle Eastern and was originally a soldier, and then a worker or an
D&D
agent for the
character, not
Foundation. Wait, what?
I specified the D&D character, not the kid.
Was a soldier.
Yes, the character,
was-
not the kid.
Okay, good
Was
enough.
originally a soldier and then an agent for the agency, and then he got sucked into this world along with Uncle. That was Xavier's first tabletop character ever.
And my first one for a one shot.
But yes, the whatchamacallit, the family is all here, I believe, save for one.
I just kind of look around the room and I go, okay, who's ready for this one? And I reach out to Cosmic Mother and I go, so you can fully say no. I appreciate you for giving me Arc of Trees. Really do appreciate that. Family meeting going on. Figured I'd
We're all
invite
here.
you. Everyone else is here. Grandma's making turkey. But yeah. So I guess I'll leave it at that. Thank you again. Have a nice day. Call me back for some.
And a woman appears in the room with green skin and plants for hair and clothes, just completely breaking the theme.
Lucky matches very well. Lucky just kind of like points to himself and points to the.
And she is less of a tree and more of just like listen, it almost seems like she's made out of like vines and ivy and flowers.
Very like poison ivy look.
Kind of. Except for
Tafiti from Moana.
Oh yeah.
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 That's actually closer.
I was kidding.
And she just kind of looks around at everyone and what's all this about? You know I have things to do.
Perfect. What's all this about?
I will also remind you, I don't know if you have any easy way of contacting them, but there is actually one more.
I know, Arc of Change. Where's Bubbles?
I don't think Bubbles is here right
I don't
now.
think Bubbles would be watching over us. Very good guard cat.
Do we want to invite him?
I turned to everyone else. Do we want to invite him?
No.
They just kind of look around, and Father Time eventually speaks up, and he says, "I cannot actually make a vote on anything without him."
Okay. Yeah.
Why don't you like him?
Huh? I
Why
don't
you
have
like him.
Who? Arc of Change?
Arc of Change, yeah. He has a nice
He
cat.
tried to kill us.
I mean, but he got his cat.
Okay, so question: what is winter to these people?
I.
She is a completely different class of thing.
Oh, I thought that was in character. I was sorry. I was very confused.
I mean,
No, that wasn't in character.
yeah, as far as the just hierarchy of stuff goes, she's on the god side of thing, not these guys' side. Like no particular relation.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to think of a good comparison. All right, I'll use the No, never mind. I lost it. Fuck. All right, moving on. So yes, is any attempt going to be made to contact change here?
I
You have
guess. Yeah, I guess I can roll. I guess Arc of Magic and just try to say hello. I think we all should at least try something to get out there. To have like a way to do the long-term communication.
Okay, I'll try Arc of Souls then.
Arc of Magic.
I have.
If you're, I'll do Arc of Trees to try and communicate then through that, because I feel like in the Aether realm it works a little differently. Is this a good idea? Didn't last time we leave him, he was trying to kill us?
Last time you saw him, he was fighting Agnologia.
Yeah.
So he might not even be able to talk right now.
But I feel like he might be, like, you know, sad if we don't invite him to the family meeting. I mean, Lucky's just decided he's family, and that he might feel like he's being replaced, and that'd be bad.
You're right.
Yeah.
Also, just turn to everyone else and I go, hey, like, 6. I'll roll it with my dice, sure.
Oh, I'm just sorry. I was just messing with your dice.
That's fine. 29 for Arc of Trees to try and just scream it to the void.
Scream into the void. Unfortunately, Trees is not particularly going to help you here.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I can re-roll and try magic if you'll let me.
I mean, give a guy a chance to try his magic first here, and then if he fails, you can give it a shot too.
Okay.
You want to go ahead and roll his for him?
Mine is a 42.
For
Nice.
souls?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what
And
do you
then-
say?
Hi. You don't know me, but I know you. There's a family meeting at Times Place. You're more than welcome to come. Yeah. Hope to see you here.
32 for a guy?
And what does the guy say?
Hi. Family meeting. Hi. Family meeting.
You sense an onrush of energy here, but no one seems to at first appear until Bubbles, the cat in Lyra's arms, speaks up and says, "Oh, no need to send me more than one message."
Oh, Bubbles is here.
I didn't know Bubbles came with us. Cool.
Bubbles is definitely here now!
All
Bubbles is here
right.
now.
Are you
Hey,
inside
welcome
the cat
to
again?
the party.
He actually was not here before, but he just kind of appears as like upside down, just kind of in Lyra's arms, rubbing against you when he speaks up with a shockingly eloquent voice. Oh, no need to call me twice.
Hey, welcome to the party.
Are you inside
all
Bubbles
here.
again?
He is Bubbles. Bubbles is in?
Oh, this is my true form. This is why I need him back.
I'm taking really good care of him, I promise. He can talk now. I just gently pet his head. Little head touches.
He seems to enjoy it as any friendly cat would, honestly. He is, in the cosmic family, he is the cat.
Oh, he's a family cat. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really funny.
So we stole the family cat, is what we did.
And taught it to talk. Come on.
And taught it to talk.
Well, to be fair, his true power and his true self is locked up in a prison. So, like,
No, not anymore. We opened it up.
that is true. Not anymore. You opened it up. It was locked in a prison.
We busted that shit open.
The only
caused a lot of
prisoners
problems.
that still contains is somehow
Wanted to be
King
there.
Charles, even though his body is here, and the dude who told you go away and don't let me out.
Literally, it's a problem.
Everyone else has been released from the prison.
We are a menace to society.
Yeah.
But I like us that way.
Okay.
I've gotten used
You
to it.
aren't the world leader at this point. Or not world leader. Well, I guess he's a governor. It's confusing.
Who?
The governor?
What?
Yeah, like he's a governor. The town. the school's a town.
Technically the school is a town. That was the way that they got around the paperwork filing was by.
I
treating
literally
it as a
spent
town.
like $2 million to become a governor.
I love that.
$2 million.
I mean, it was way more than that.
It was way more than that.
It was like 12 million or something like that in July.
Wow.
Which is more equivalent to yen than it is to fucking dollars, but
Yeah.
still like $1 million, $2 million equivalent is probably actually about right now that I'm thinking about
Hey. But no, like it's funny. So throughout this, Lucky has become a 10 wizard saint, a guild master, a governor, and a headmaster.
I'm about to become a 12 wizard saint after this. So you better be
A 12 wizard saint?
a 10 wizard saint.
I'm about to add 2 more. 2 more to those motherfuckers. That's how I'm gonna do it.
That's how good I am. I'm so good that I'll add a second one.
it. Oh man. Oh. He's so good. He's gonna beat one of them, and then he's gonna bring Rook and Lyra with him.
Replace
Yeah.
one of them. They're gonna call me Brian Jeff.
Yes. Is that your next plan after this is done? Is to challenge one of them again?
Yeah,
I mean, who are you challenging?
one of the wizard saints.
Which
Uh,
one?
one?
There's 10 of us.
I think the one before you. The one before you.
I'm
Yeah.
10.
He's the last one.
The one after
number
you.
9.
The one after you. The
Okay,
one after
9. Okay, let's look up. I think that's art magic. That's the scary one. That's the one you've already fought, actually, and
Yeah.
he kicked
No.
your ass.
you. No, I fought the ink one.
Yeah,
That is
true.
that's- Oh no, you fought 4? You fought 4 before
Yeah, he
anyone
fought
else?
number 4.
Yep, he fought 4,
Okay.
and he got
Alright.
his
Try to-
ass kicked.
You could try to out teleport number 8 if you really wanted to.
And that's what the last guy who challenged him tried.
He is essentially Nightcrawler though, so I mean,
Well, he now has the same set as Welda now.
oh awesome.
He just has to convince the ones who are out there to come and chill.
What?
What?
By the way, here when we all get once everyone has gotten together here, Father Time is going to call a meeting or call a start to the meeting.
Can I make a kids table that's just populated by the normal sized people?
Sure.
Okay.
Insert become big.
And the
Wait, why-
question that he will put forth to all of them is whether they should allow, once again, someone to gain all the arcs. Should they lift that restriction?
Yes. No, don't do that. No, nobody.
I put a wind barrier around a guy just to make sure it shuts up, just his mouth, so he can't speak.
What? Why? Don't think
you don't get a
do
vote
it.
here anyway, though you can attempt to, sway these people. They are, in fact, waiting on any of your reasons why or why not this is a good idea.
This isn't a good idea. Because giving somebody too much power could make them insane with it and then become a world power. Possibly in the solar system. Who knows?
Okay, we're doing this now. Alright. Okay.
I mean, just so you know, a guy, this is literally the whole reason that Father Time put the binding on Lucky. Is if he's going to do this, they're going to have the option to throw him in God prison anytime.
And, literally, I signed that thing in my blood. If that's not dedication, I don't know what the fuck is. So...
you now, at the moment, just have glowing just runes all over your skin, just faintly visible to anyone that has magical sight.
I'll even, peel away... I'll go back to normal Lucky form so they can see it better. And I'm just kind of yeah, so... obviously not going to be able to do anything stupidly brash, lest I get yanked. And I'd like to say I've genuinely done good. I have had a couple slip-ups. I just didn't know I was going to do that, and I didn't have any arcs at that point. So, I'd say since I've had an arc, I've done more good than bad.
You did have trees at the time that you killed, or not killed, but enabled the Earth Dragon Queen to be killed.
Enabled the Earth Dragon Queen to what?
To be killed.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, if you're going by the time Earth Dragon Queen got killed,
I mean,
then I'd have
I
two.
would say that was the first big fuck up, really. And you had trees at that time, you know.
I had trees and magic at that time.
I have an out of character question.
Yes.
At what point did you blow up the moon?
That was episode 5.
That was way before they had any of these white crazy numbers.
We hadn't even left Fiore at that point.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, he really let us do that.
Like I said, I still say I really should not have. You guys should not have been powerful enough to do it. But I did it. I let it happen because it was fucking awesome. And because, because the reaction was totally worth it. And I later justified it by just saying you just happened to luckily hit the fucking, magic symbol up there that is now broken.
Didn't you, delay the impact for several minutes?
Yeah, he just set a timer.
Yep. As soon as they fired, I set a timer for 9 minutes, the time it takes from light to travel from the moon to here. And I just interrupted them with the moon explodes when it went off. It was perfect. I loved it.
It was amazing, honestly. Probably the most rewarding quest we've done.
Blowing up the moon?
Yeah, actually. We got
for
2 million
a reference.
for it.
I would say for a reference, it was one of their highest paying jobs ever so far, and it was also kind of a prestige thing because they kind of snuck into the shit and took a job that was way too high ranked that they were not cleared for, and then completed it anyway.
Yeah, bad butts.
Bad butts. Hell yeah, Xavier. I got you. But
yes, I had to let it happen because it was fucking cool.
yeah.
Oh, I really should not have, though. Though honestly now, at the level you're at now, if you did a combined team attack, you could probably blow it up again, and I wouldn't even have it to complain.
Eric?
We like don't do that again.
Well, we just have to go and fix
mean,
it again.
I was saying, they still haven't actually completely finished fixing it, so...
Yeah, that's still on the to-do list whenever we can actually get to that.
Forgot about that, actually. Do you know how much easier that would be now?
It would be a lot easier.
But yes, I mean that's still a thing in progress. Davis is still up there working on that shit.
Oh God, we're assholes. I
It's
forgot
been
that
like
was
a couple months
thing.
or whatever. I mean, it's his job. Like,
Did we promise we were coming back? I don't remember.
no, I mean, I believe at the time you guys basically looked at the giant magic circle that was like, 150 spells all laid over top one each other, and you were just like we don't know what to do with that. Like,
Oh, okay. And
I think you did consider bringing Haba up there at some point, but that never happened.
oh, because we figured out the Earth Dragon Queen died,
Yep, and then shit
and that the
happened.
trade war started, and then we went, fuck. It's exactly what happened.
In which guy has a theory about that. So
A theory about... Let's go. Game theory featuring a guy.
Game.
on how to solve it. Yeah, that is his theory on how to solve it.
What
how
was
are
it?
we
I
solving-
didn't
What are we solving?
I didn't hear shit.
Are we solving the trade war? Is that what we're solving?
Yeah, that's what I had the idea to solve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. What's your idea?
So, me and Talvar and a few other waterbenders would.
Televar is on Genial Jack right now.
Yeah, thanks about that.
Well,
I mean, to
Once
be
you-
fair, they didn't really. You cannot blame that on that one. You weren't there, but how Lyra said it happened is literally exactly how it happened. Like, they were telling the story of where they was, and he was just like, "Oh fuck, I gotta go see that," and just
And
left.
left.
Oh,
well, anyway, well, me, when he comes back, me, him, and a few other waterbenders would bend the water.
Of
Bend the water of the river away.
what? Why are
oh,
you talking?
I know what he's talking about this time. Actually,
Yeah.
continue. I'm pulling the right map back up for everyone else to understand what the hell you're talking about.
And if we were able to do that, then we could we could bend water away, which is the exact cause of the trade war.
I mean,
Oh, you're thinking about... Okay. I mean, honestly, I don't think that would resolve it, just because I don't think the river's the problem. I think the biggest problem is the fact that it happened, and there's like a giant score, and Iceberg just kind of marched into 7.
Yeah, the biggest real problem here is that Iceberg marched their armies across the border of 7 and killed a dragon, which then caused a gigantic fucking catastrophe that killed like thousands of people. They're actually kind of happy to have the river. Like, the river is doing good for 7 as a country, really. But they're very not happy about the fact that Iceberg marched their armies in, and the fact that when the land split open and the river formed, like, thousands of people died.
Yeah.
For your reference, Maggie, this was not directly these guys' fault, but I blame it on them a lot because they left like dealing with the Earth Dragon Queen up to a bunch of not incredibly competent NPCs and left.
Okay, hold on. First up, we have to go back to the problem that the entire problem with the Earth Dragon Queen is Lucky's fault. He started it. However, the ending is 100% a guy's. We had resolved it.
No.
Hold on.
It was his speech.
One at a time. First Lucky, and then first Daniel, and then Xavier. You could defend yourself.
In the actual fight, at the point that I had gotten it to, we had convinced people to go away, to leave. They were running away, and then Xavier started monologuing, and it started off so good. And so I went, all right, he's never done this before. Let's go. I'll let him do it. To which, at the end, he goes, but you all should know, and points at me. Everything is this guy's fault. And then chaos ensues. Like, everyone just starts shooting again. And I'm just like, I want you to know, I had to get up and leave the room. I left the room. I could not look at that child. But he almost got us all killed, is what happened.
That's
and
so
then
funny.
if it had not been for Haba throwing up, like, going into his ultimate, everyone would have died.
Took 20 years off his lifespan that day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
everyone would have died.
We left him by accident too, so we had to go back for
We
him.
went right back though. That is the thing I will say is once we noticed, we went fuck. It went right back.
I mean, and that one wasn't even a, like, you guys just passively forgot. Like, I will say, I was a little bit mean with leaving Cornelia on Genial Jack, except for the fact that I have a fun thing for that. But in that case, it was like, Rook went into the ethereal, like, grabbed, like, a couple people, like, you guys, like, did some teleporting, like, fully using actions in combat rounds, and then you left without it, you know?
Yeah. And then he ended up stopping the entire situation, and we came back and went, and it healed him, and then we talked the situation down, except we just did not let a guy speak. I want you to know, I think I didn't trust Xavier talking for like the next 2-3 sessions after that. Like anytime he started to say anything, because he almost got us all killed.
That was a joke. I know.
But yeah,
it was one of the greatest moments in this campaign. I love
Ultimate betrayal.
And yeah, and then he tried to do it again like 3 minutes ago.
Time for me to go bye. So.
Bye, Xavier.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
night.
Bye.
But yes.
But yeah, no. I'm kind of sad we didn't get to hear his side of it.
You almost had, I wish he had the time for it, but yeah, I mean, honestly, he was going so good. And I will say, in his defense, he didn't just point at, like, normal, like, a human, discernible Lucky. You were, like, in ultimate form, like, giant flying, like,
I was a
demon.
dragon. Yeah.
Oh, a dragon.
I think. Because I was mimicking, I was basically, this is the first time I went to God Force form.
Yeah.
And so it was just like big swirl of elements, and I made it look like a dragon head.
Yep, and so, I mean, people are looking for a guy and Rook in Iceberg. But, like, Lucky, the one who had the finger pointed at him, actually, like, nobody saw what he actually looks like.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Good.
Yeah, I'm a wanted man now, thanks to Xavier.
I mean, you're only wanted for questioning, not for any crimes. But
Still wanted, though.
So wait, are we gonna keep going? Or are we done because Xavier's gone? Because Lyra could just put a guy to sleep for a little bit if he's being unhelpful.
It seems like he could use a little bit of a rest.
Yeah.
But yes, this is the what I was saying earlier, just for reference. This is the whole map. That on the other map is just like that one little like peninsula.
Oh yeah, that's the Earthland.
This area here is like this up here.
Yeah.
And yes, the area itself, for whatever reason, is called Earthlands. But yeah, I guess. Does anybody have anything to put forward to sway the various cosmics in either direction as to whether this should or should not be allowed?
I mean, I've given my 2 cents of, there's already, like, signed in my blood a whole contract saying, and the ability to yank me to a prison.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't think Rook will really contribute anything to this besides saying, like, yeah, it'll be cool. Let it happen, guys.
I don't know much about the arcs and stuff, but I trust Lucky, so that's not very helpful, but that's what I got for you.
Lucky just kind of like bows.
As it goes around the table, the kind of the first to raise their hand in your favor is Auntie Darkness, and then Grandma Raven shortly afterwards.
Oh, she's here.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention, she does eventually arrive carrying a gigantic turkey, in which she passes out generous portions with gravy on it to everyone.
Hell yeah.
I'm like vibrating ecstatically. Like, thank you so much.
But yes, they're the first 2 to speak up. And then the third to speak up is Change, who votes no, as I'm sure you expected.
Yes, I did. I think I talked to him about this actually, and he hated my idea.
He was not a fan of it. He in fact credited it as part of the reason he was in that prison.
Oh, there, yeah, I did.
You give him more pat stop being grumpy.
Oh, his physical demeanor the entire time is just not grumpy at all, but he speaks and says, "No, I really don't think it's a good idea."
Fair.
The whatchamacallit, I'm sorry, my mind is going blank here. The mother will eventually, after looking you over, will say, "You've done much work for life. I trust you."
Appreciate it, thank you.
And the child will, after just kind of looking around, silently just kind of raise his hand in assent, realizing that he has been beaten in the vote either way. He may as well vote yes.
Fair. I kind of do ask what he thought, like, I want to know what he thinks of it.
He kind of looks a little bit nervous to speak out in front of his family. And he will say, "I believe there is great risk in this, but also possibly great reward."
Well said. What the? Sorry. My computer is... Can you all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. My computer just, completely, everything just glitched.
Huh.
My screen flashed. I did not appreciate that.
That's strange, but yes, we can
Yep.
in fact hear you.
Okay. All right. Well, I can see my screen and shit again. Okay. Cool. Sorry about that.
Miss, the vote goes through. With only 2 votes no in favor of this.
Rising.
And as the final vote is cast, all of you feel something change. Just the background feeling, the background magic, something shifts.
Mm-hmm.
And then Grandma will hold up her hand and say, "Oh, all right, now everyone, let's eat. Now that business is done with."
Okay. Lucky just starts eating. Actually, hold on. Lucky waits to see the cosmics eat before he starts.
Yes. I mean, everybody just starts digging in.
Okay.
All right.
Some more elegantly than others. And you guys manage to get about a slice or 2 of this turkey in your mouth, depending on how fast you eat, before you all find yourself blinking awake in the circle where you left yourself, just all with a plate still on your chest.
Oh, I love her. She's great. Did she give some to Walda too?
She didn't send a separate plate, but with the size of the plates here, there is plenty extra.
Okay, yeah, I just portioned half of it to Walda.
Well, that was
Really nice.
interesting.
It was a good meeting?
I assume it was a good meeting. I mean, it definitely did not seem like, the chaos he was describing.
Bubbles.
I mean, that's to come
Where's
later.
Bubbles?
Bubbles is here actually. As you wake up, you see he is kind of circling around. The circle that you guys have created here, and
Can I give him some of the turkey?
yeah, you can. And he kind of just pounces on it and just happily says, "Thank you."
You're welcome.
Aw.
He's a good kitty.
He's a very good kitty. So this is normal Bubbles again, right? Not
Yes.
Not-
it
not other
definitely
Bubbles?
seems to be back to normal. Or, well, rather, like I said, he didn't even actually come with you. When Change appeared, he appeared in the same form as Bubbles, basically.
gotcha.
I feel like if we had brought Bubbles, Change would have taken Bubbles.
Probably. But to bring him, he would have also had to have been learning Arc of Time, which would have been interesting.
Alright, time to give the cat... What arc should we give the cat?
That's just a horrible idea all around.
I mean, I feel like if the cat was born from the Arc of Change, probably just have the Arc of Change.
Well, that would involve having to learn it from the Arc of Change.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he already has it to some degree.
Yeah, so let's get this fucker a second arc. We have to improve his mind skill, though.
Hear me out. I'm trying to think of like the people that we just met. Who would be the most likely to like train a cat, right? And I feel like Grandma seemed really nice, and also that like aunt lady.
Auntie is to train Toby.
What?
Toby has Arc of Darkness.
Yeah,
I
Toby has
feel
Arc of Darkness.
All right, I think Bubbles needs Arc of Darkness.
Oh my gosh! And if, like
that'd be fun.
could you imagine like the? I mean, we wouldn't have to. Obviously, he could be, or it could be a normal cat. I don't know. But we could send it out on like reconnaissance missions. Like it just goes and then tells us what it heard back.
I mean, it
Yes.
can already talk.
It can. It says very simple words. It told the guy that we were at your school. Very good.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, and so far you haven't seen it do anything with Arc of Change, but you know from when you fought its other versions, like some of the stuff it could possibly do.
Yeah.
Just like ask it, like, do you know how to do magic?
Hey, bro, you magic?
Hey, Bubbles, you know how to do magic?
Magic, boring.
Boring?
Food best.
Fair enough.
Food best.
Food
Okay,
best. I like this cat.
you know, you have a really good point. I hadn't thought of it like that, but you know, you have a good point.
I've definitely come around to the cat.
Gets more. Just all the head scratches. Just all the head scratches.
All the head scratches. I finally pet Bubbles.
Finally! It took you so long.
Good
I
magic.
told you he was a very good boy. Lucky.
Yeah.
Magic good for protecting. Magic boring,
You know
Fair.
how to protect magic?
though. He kind of enjoys the head scritches here for a second before he steps back and seems to just kind of scrunch down for a minute and then just become much larger. More
Good
panther-like.
Oh boy, big boy.
He only stays this way for like 2 seconds and then he just shrinks back down.
Thank you so much.
For a brief moment, he basically becomes a Black Panther instead of a cat.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Hey, do you think Change will teach me stuff if I give him a
Dollar.
separate cat?
If you give him what?
A separate cat?
A separate cat.
A different cat.
A different
It'd
cat?
have to be like me and you working together. To
What if I
make,
clone this cat and then give it the clone?
Fuck. I mean, it definitely no. But
Like, here's the thing: is I am too emotionally attached to this cat at this point, guys. Like, it's too late. I'm sorry.
that's fair.
I kind of knew it was gonna happen. I'm sorry.
I did too. It's okay.
Yeah.
I
feel like we all did. We all know me.
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't on purpose.
What?
If it wasn't what?
I said I'd be lying if I said it wasn't on purpose.
That concerns me. I don't trust that.
What? I can't just give the party a cool cat?
You can. It's the emotional attachment that I'm more concerned about.
I mean, I try to make all of my my NPCs fleshed out enough that they deserve emotional attachments, but
That they deserve the emotional attachments.
that
They
way,
must
no matter who I
earn them.
decide to murder, it hurts. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, but no. Yeah, so I just mean that I'm glad that I did a good job with the cat. Like,
Very.
Bubbles is best cat.
Bubbles is best cat. We're gonna die trying to defend Bubbles, but it's okay.
But
I really wanted. I'm gonna be honest. I was hoping that the Arc of Change would have more of a reaction to the fact that I've named the cat Bubbles. What is happening?
I mean, he doesn't actually like I don't. Did it come up in the conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I think I just missed it, and therefore he just missed it as well.
That does make sense.
Oh, he just did not seem to notice.
Fair.
Oh. But, but yeah, I guess, like, you guys you find yourself back, you're here sitting, in the school, and I assume you guys just started this in just, like, a fairly comfortable room with, like, places to lie down, because you all knew you were gonna pass out.
Yeah, we're in like the commons area.
In the commons area. You all
no.
wake up with a great tan.
We're in the Gryffindor.
Oh god, my skin! Oh no.
We're in the Gryffindor common room. is where we are.
Okay.
Okay, that's like the staff meeting room is.
Rook is not severely sunburned.
Yeah. Lucky would also be severely sunburned. Have you seen how pale he is?
We're all so pale.
I guess actually I wouldn't be because I'm mostly tree.
How is that? You're a tree.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, you did to burn that off.
I did burn that off. I have to re-roll. I have to re-tree.
You have to re-tree now.
Can I just do that or do?
You're fine.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah. Okay.
Garion missed all that. Lucky did not take the news about anything well. So
All right.
Lucky was very
angry.
angry. He was angry.
Cool.
Not a happy Lucky. He was not happy-go-lucky.
I literally burned through, like from the inside out, set myself on fire until it was just my normal form left.
Oh, look, if you missed this, did you know that Lucky went to a king's banquet by himself that we were invited to but didn't know? Because the guy did not tell us. Because that's a thing that happened.
What?
Yeah.
Shit.
I was not happy. I'm just like glaring at a guy. Like,
We have a portable tree door now.
oh yeah.
I'm gonna strangle him when he wakes up.
Why not do it now, you know?
Okay, yeah, sure.
I mean, it would be easier right now, but not as satisfying.
That's
You're
true.
right. You can't. We both went for that kind of scary. We're fine. I would like to make it known there are no Xaviers harmed in the making of this tabletop. Are there?
Oh, well, not so far.
It remains to be seen. It remains to be seen.
Oh.
Haven't any of you not like the brooding marrowak thing? It's going like that.
Brooding marrowak.
That's how it's called, isn't it?
Brooding Malek.
Brooding Malik.
Yeah.
That's the one. I don't like it.
Oh. Yeah, it's not a fun boss fight, in my opinion. Oh. I'm messing everything up again. Hold on. I did a dumb thing that probably killed the audio for a minute there. But
Okay, he does know he's still recording. All right, cool.
yes, I do. Yes.
That was our question.
I started switching some shit because I thought it would be easier, and then I remembered that I was still recording.
Fair.
But yes, before we officially wrap up and I end the recording, I kind of want to get an idea, so I have something of an idea to plan. Like, what's the plan, guys? Where are you going from here?
Do we
Well,
have
that's
any job quests to do that we have working
You
on?
still got the one in Iceberg.
I kinda want to go to Stella.
Yeah, I can agree going to Stella.
got some stuff to take care of.
Are there? I'm gonna actually FaceTime Kima and ask if there's any job quests in the Stellan area.
She will take a minute to look, and she will get back to you and let you know that there's a couple like lower ranked or lower paying ones. Nothing big really, but a couple criminals that they've got bounties on and they're looking to be apprehended alive.
Okay. I just kind of glance at Rook.
One where they're looking for earth wizards to fix a road that was torn up by an earthquake.
Okay.
And another that is low ranked but may be of particular interest to you guys because it is caravan guards that are supposed to be guarding a caravan picking up a shipment of metals from Joya.
Oh.
Interesting. Joya and Stella aren't currently aligned. It's interesting, right? I'm not crazy? They're on opposite sides of the trade war.
Joya is not involved with the trade war as of now. They have been loosely aligned with Stella for a long time. They send Stella a lot of their metals and a lot of their raw supplies. But they don't have much of a connection other than that. They're trade partners for sure.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Then I just kind of look to the group and I'm like, do we just want to take all of them?
Fuck it, why not?
Sure.
I'd say to Kima, I go, okay, Nick, is it possible? Probably not. Is it possible to get like those? Or actually, I am a notary or a attorney. Whatever the fuck I am, accountant. That's what it is. I am not awake enough for this. I can just write it down and then go off of there. I was gonna see if I could send a wind message to go and bring back the whatever it's called, the job quest.
I mean, honestly, you could, but it'd probably be easier just to like have her hold them up to the mirror and copy down the details.
Yeah.
But the notice itself is not really an official document. It's just like the shit with the paper or with the details on it, you know. You have 3 small-time bounty requests, all to be brought in alive, with names that I will generate later.
Okay, let me.
Yes, get this ready to mark down somewhere. These are your paying side quests that you have discovered in the Stellan area.
Okay, so 3 bounties.
I said names to be determined. You've got the job of repaving a road that was cracked and is now impassable due to an earthquake and some buildings falling down.
Alright.
And you've got the one set for a specific date, about a week from now.
The caravan.
Is the caravan guards for the shipment coming in from Joya. They're requesting fairly highly trained individuals as guards here, because they know, there's a war on, and who knows what could happen.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Technically, they are a supply line on the one side of the war here. Like, have a tendency to get attacked.
Fair. Okay. Cool.
Alright. You mark down all of those somewhere. The only one with a definitive time on it is the whatchamacallit, the caravan guards one. Though obviously the other ones are more kind of, you know, someone shows up and does it first. Like,
Sorry, I forgot. Twilight Forest murdered you if you go into the wrong bio.
wait, what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well,
So
then this is where we will leave off for this time, I suppose. The plan
Cool.
is to head to Stella and do some side jobs, make some money, investigate
really quick,
some nonsense.
Really quick before I forget though, Rook.
Yes.
You were not here, but we got a magic nail that makes a portal anywhere.
not anywhere to
Not anywhere. Not anywhere. Not anywhere.
to
The
the
astral-
It
astral
makes a
plane.
portal
Projection.
anywhere,
Okay.
but it makes a portal
Gotcha.
to
Yes.
the astral plane anywhere that you stick
Yes,
it into.
that's what I meant to say. My words came out in the wrong order, and I apologize for that.
You're fine.
Well, sweet. Portal time.
So,
Yeah.
so you get a little bit easier way to get into the astral realm than previously. At least an
Nice.
easier way to bring everyone else along. Rook can just kind of phase there.
Question: how much does it take to add a +4, and how much does it take to add a extra keep 1?
The whatchamacallit, it's if you're doing it by the trainings, both of those are the same. It's just it's the same as a progression of skills. It's 1 point, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4 as you.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
That's why I said I've tried to encourage you guys to use them more, because the trainings and stuff like that are really good. But,
Fuck.
Yeah.
like I said, I still need to talk to you, Maggie, at some point when we're not like in the middle of a recording or about to end one here, about just the rest of Lyra's skills and stuff. But
Yes.
for now, I think we can go ahead and leave off for next time.
On Dragon Ball Z.